Okay. Good, good, good. Well, I appreciate your time today. Hopefully, I won't take too much of it. But I do appreciate the opportunity to get to know a little bit more about the band and what fans can expect when Phenomena 2 comes out on August 23rd. So thank you for your
Cool.
time. I was
Yep.
hoping we could start off with just kind of about, the band started in 2003, about how does the band form and what were your influences behind it, considering you guys are one of the best known for technical metalcore and kind of a blending of those
Hmm.
genre. And I'd love to hear what the inspiration was behind all of that.
So I played guitar. I got a guitar when I was 8, and then fast forward to like high school. I met our drummer. I think I was a freshman, so he was in 8th grade actually. It was like 2000. He didn't even know how to play drums when I met him, so it was like that. I wasn't great myself, but yeah, we just like hit it off with Metallica type of stuff, and because that was that and Black Sabbath and like Pantera stuff that was easy enough to learn and start on, I think. But yeah, we all through high school and up and a little bit after I always would like, we'd write a group of songs. We would either record it ourselves on tape or we started, we found a few local studios. We'd start recording albums, and a lot of times we wouldn't do anything with them, and then we would record another group. We just kept recording shit till we thought we had till we were good enough to do something. And I guess like, yeah, I think the name and the band kind of really started in like '03, '04. We did our first EP that we actually pressed and started to like send to labels. Driven by Fear. I think that's still on like Spotify and stuff. And then we did another one in 2008, and that one we sent to labels, and we were doing like some DIY touring for a few years. We were booking our own stuff on MySpace, playing to like empty bars and stuff. And then I'm trying to do this with answering your question, not rambling. Yeah, we got signed to Victory in 2008 off MySpace and did our first album, Creature. And but by that time we had found our style. Like the metalcore stuff was happening. Kill Switch Engage, As Late Dying, like we were writing like that by like 2006, 2005 or 6. Then like there was stuff like I found bands like the Faceless and stuff like in that style that started to like really change our writing to the more technical like on Creature. And yeah, we were always like play faster, heavier, and outdo yourself every time you make a song or a group of songs. So when I found out those like the more techie bands, I was like, oh, cool, this will make us sound crazy and like impress. Our goal was to impress because we wanted to get signed and get big. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's pretty much brings us to the start of like our official career.
Well, I mean, it obviously worked. So you mentioned Creature. That's one of the reasons why I became a fan. The song itself, Creature, got me hooked. It's mainly because of your guitar playing. And so I'm not a guitar player, but I'd love to know how you said you started off and you weren't that good, and I guess through practice you got better. But how did you form your craft? How did you perfect it? And what advice would you give somebody that wants to do what you do?
I would say obviously practice, try to learn. I mean, it all comes from somewhere. You need to find inspiration. So find something that gets you super inspired. Like I said, the more techie music I was finding, the more I wanted to write like that. And you have to put the time in. Like I don't think I knew what I was doing per se, but I was sitting in my garage studio for like 10 hours a day or all night, all because I didn't have a job. I didn't do college. All I did, I didn't have anything really. I just did guitar.
Mhm.
And you don't have to do that, but the point is if you don't sit down and even start, you're not going to do anything. And, sometimes I'm not inspired to write or I'm stuck, but I'll at least put myself here in the studio and tinker around or just fiddle around and you might get something. And when you do, You just go with it and then just keep doing it. That's all I did. And I didn't really have a plan, but I think that's my answer.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Um, when Phenomena came out, in what, 2014, I think it was,
Yeah.
it was heralded as a master class in technical metalcore. It's mainly because of the guitar, and it was kind of a metalcore, like technical medical phenomenon, and it's going to be hard to top. So, what can fans expect on Phenomena 2? What is what on that comes out on August 23rd on MNRK Heavy?
Well, aside from the lyrical content, it's all the same idea for the theme. Like it's about different characters, and I think Steve like killed it in that aspect. I think it's the best writing lyrically that we've ever had. Steve's knew his first album was Blackheart, so we were kind of feeling shit out on that one. And this one, he just like, not that that was bad, but he completely killed this. And then like musically, I don't know. I didn't look at it as like, oh man, how are we gonna top this? Because if I looked at it like that, I never would have been able to even write. So, but I think I've been saying like the main idea was do what we know how to do, and bring and it's just like raw within the ruins, you know. That point in our career when Phenomena came out, it was when we were getting big tours and we were starting to really do stuff, and we thought we were like our best ever, and we were, you know, we were being professional. We were like, we're really doing it. After that, you know, like we did a few albums and we kind of experimented more and tried to grow. We tried to force things. Like it's okay. We bands go through that, but this one I was back to like I'm just gonna write what comes out. That's when I do my best stuff. So I think, yeah, like the it's pretty relentless. There's a lot of good stuff. I think a lot on the album, like guitar work, drum work, um, a lot of effects, like guitar effects that I used on Phenomena, I brought back. So there's like a lot of familiarity in that aspect. Um, and then there's still some growth and some newer stuff because you're not the same person no matter what that you were 10 years ago. But yeah, we just tried to bring it back, keep it like raw within the ruins. And when we do that, the kind of material we get is more of like the elite Phenomena material.
Yeah. I noticed that on August 19th, Within the Rooms is hosting a listening party at Tin Bridge Brewing Company. I'm on the West Coast, so what kind of beer do I need to drink when I listen to this album?
Um, we did a New England IPA, so whatever beer you want, but like it's 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 actually my brewery, and so that's part of why we've done it with a bunch of bands. Like I like we've done limited edition beers with bands that we're friends with, and like I like to like kind of bring those two things together because I do both. But yeah, the beer we're doing is the New England IPA with Mosaic and Galaxy hops. It's kind of like our go-to as a band. I think if we're out to dinner, we're out on the road, we're drinking stuff like that. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're doing a listening party. We're playing the whole album at the brewery, and that'll be like a week before the album comes out. And we'll also have CDs and vinyl and stuff that you can pick up if you didn't pre-order. So yeah, it should be fun.
Okay. Yeah. Are you guys going to be going on tour? Are you coming to the West Coast anytime soon?
We just announced some Midwest dates yesterday, and then we're working on some Northeast dates, Canada, that we'll probably be announcing next week, and then we're working on the West Coast stuff. Yeah, so like I've been saying, we're kind of COVID like kind of got us all out of touring, and but we're getting back into it slowly, and we're kind of doing like the old guy touring. We're doing like a week and then taking a week off and then like go over here for a week. Because we all, you know, have family and jobs and stuff. We're easing back into it, but we knew we had to do some shows, and it's been a while, so
Yeah.
we're just yeah,
Well,
yeah. We'll have some West Coast stuff soon.
Oh, good, good. I'm looking forward to that then. Where can people pre-order the album Phenomena 2?
Our label MNRK, they have some pre-orders up there on their website. There's a few different versions of the vinyl. It's a double vinyl. Um, I'll get to that in a sec, but and then there's an exclusive one for Bandcamp vinyl on there. Um, I guess like Spotify and Apple and stuff, you get to the pre-orders through there now. I've like we haven't done an album in 4 years and things have changed again even more. So I'm like kind of figuring out what's going on too. But yeah, and the vinyls, there's I think 4 variations and they're double vinyl because we couldn't fit the album on one vinyl. So we had to do a double. And so we filled up the rest of the second side 3 and 4 with instrumental versions of the entire album too. So that's cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I read an article somewhere where somebody said they were in their Uber car. They had an Uber driver that was playing the instrumental of one of your songs. And he read,
Ah, yeah.
so I thought that was cool. He said he didn't do the lyrics because he didn't want to scare his passengers, but he would have the lyrical part of it going on. So I don't know if it was Creature or what, but I thought that
Yeah,
was a good thing
that's
that
awesome.
recognizes it in an Uber car. You
Yeah, that's cool.
Is there anything else that your fans or people who are watching what they need to know about the band and or about the album?
uh we're all stoked. We're definitely super happy about this. I don't know if I'm like we did the album ourselves. I've spoken about this. We did the last few albums ourselves, like on our own in my studio. So that's always cool. Like it took us about 3 years to finish the album. So that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's longer than Metallica took to record the Black Album.
Oh, wow.
But I'm a Metallica fan, sorry. But yeah, so since I have my own studio and we can do it like that, it's great. Like I think we were able to put enough, like so much time into it that it's exactly what we want and what we wanted to present to our fans and whatever new fans. It kind of just feels like a rebirth in a way, considering all the COVID shit that happened, and then doing this 10-year anniversary of Phenomena. In a way, in my head, I'm like, oh, we're picking up right back where everything started going great for the band. So and getting back into touring and all that stuff. So I think there's I don't know. I hope people enjoy the album. Like we're super happy with it. It's definitely we surprised ourselves in a way.
Great.
After you do like 7 or 8 albums, it's kind of like I think we're still good. I think
Yeah.
we're doing it.
Then
So
you hear this one, you're like, nope, we're good. That's
well,
awesome.
when it's all done, yeah, that's a different story. In the middle of the process, it can get pretty stressful, or you can kind of lose your way, or no, I guess you can kind of you get like writer's block, or you get it's like, well, what direction do we go? We got half the album done. What does the album need? There's 3 instrumentals on the album.
Mhm.
That's a first. We usually always do two. Um, oh, I'll tell you a cool thing. The two instrumentals that are in the middle and towards the end, not Enigma, but the other two, those I've been working on since Phenomena. Not that they're like, I shouldn't say that because you're not going to be impressed that I worked on them for 10 years, but it's material that never got put on Phenomena and stuff that I was working on during that time frame.
Mhm.
So that was fun to like find those and bring them back and like rebuild them and bring them up to par and include them on the album. Yeah, I guess that's a bunch of random stuff. So
That's really cool. No, that's actually good
yeah,
to know. That's the
yeah.
extra secret we need. So, well, I appreciate that. And I appreciate your time. Again, it comes out on August 23rd, MNRK Heavy. And if people are in the Massachusetts area, they can check out the release party that you're having on August 19th at your Tin Bridge Brewing.
Yep.
And I appreciate your time today. And thank you very much.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Have a good
Enjoy
day.
the rest of your day.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.